Okay, here goes something. Hey everyone, it's Adrian Pingalinan here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if this is your first time, thank you and welcome to the family. So for today's video, I will be doing my first reaction video to the ABS-CBN or Kapamilya's newest Christmas Station ID 2018, Family is Love. Without further ado, let's get started. Family, L-O-V-E, love. Oh yeah, and if I start singing, please forgive me. I'm really a fan of singing. And I'm really a fan of the Christmas station IDs that this network always puts out every year. It really reminds me of how amazing it is to be Filipino. So, actually, let me start all over again. Okay. You know, the several times that I've watched this, the beginning has always given me the goosebumps, especially with the way they play with the sounds, the bomb falling down and hitting the ground. Di ulit ang kahapon.
Dinaon tayo sa hamon, sa bawat pagkakataon. Sinusubok ng panahon.
Yung pagiging sundalo sa Pilipinas, yung pinakamahirap. Nakikipaglaban ka against your fellow Filipino.
Sundalo kasi yung mga anak ko eh.
You know, now that I think about it, I think that part is really true. To be fighting against your fellow kababayans
Kasi malayo ka sa pamilya mo.
must be really hard.
Matagal na hindi kami nagkita, 2 years mahigit.
It's Eric and Moira. I forgot what her name is, but I really like her voice. I believe she's the one that sang the theme song to Cadenang Ginto. Spiolo. Ying! My gosh. I love her vlogs. I watch her vlogs almost all the time. And KZ and her hair and Inigo. It's showtime! Yan ang lagi mong dala, lagi mong dala sa pamilya mo, patuloy ang Pasko. Family is love, family is love, singing just love, love. Ooh, can't nail. Julia. Wait, what's their I forgot what their love team is called. It's Jewel.
Ay kerebels lang. May mga times po na sinasabay ko po yung part-time job, especially nung nag-aaral pa po ako. Pag naramdaman ko pala yung hirap sa buhay, nagbibigay ito pala sa akin ng dignity. Kasi ginagawa ko ito sa ngalan ng pag-ibig sa asawa ko, sa 8 ko pong anak.
You know what, the last part was actually one of my favorite segments in this whole life stories because I love her spirit and her attitude with how she just says, you know, kerebels lang, kaya yan, you know, and that the obstacles and the hard times that we go through just allows us to be stronger people, and that really resonated with me.
Yung pong sa asawa ko, may sakit talaga sa puso. May sakit pa rin siya ng bangka, pero hindi na po umabot. Iyakan na lang po kami.
Ay, nang dumating po si Doktora, napakaginhawa.
I don't think I could even imagine living a life like this where I have to ride a boat to go to the hospital and, you know, be treated, and, you know, hearing stories like this really gives me goosebumps because, you know, it makes me realize that I take I take for granted of what is always available to me that is not always available to everyone. Gary, Shasha, and Martin. They put them together. That's a nice pairing.
Nung nangyari po yung bagyong nung pagpunta ko sa kwarto, nakita ko yung may linya ng bitak, biglang lumaki.
Umalis na kami, lumabas kami lahat sa bahay.
Survivors of typhoon.
Sabi ko sa mga, tingnan niyo yung si Bilbo natabunan ng...
It's the man at the beginning of the video.
Po ako, patay na yung asawa mo, sabi nila sa akin.
Na-feel ng bawat isa sa amin kung paano mawalan ng mahal sa buhay, paano mawalan ng tirahan, kabuhayan, pagkain.
Kaya nating malampasan lahat ng pagsubok dito sa...
I feel really bad that I feel like I didn't really know anything about this typhoon that happened. But I'm thinking it's synonymous to Typhoon Yolanda, if not worse. It's OG Regine. Oh. It's Coco Martin. And FPJ's ang Provinciano. Cute. You know what, actually, in fairness, I'm really happy that they decided to include Julia and, dang, I forgot his name, and I'm recording this. Si Ino. Sinabi nila si Julia pati si Ino. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts too, where they started showing the singers in different kinds of singers. I love the cinematography. Oh, yes, the orchestra. Yes. The symphony, there you go. The ABS-CBN Philharmonic Orchestra, there you go. Oh, wow. The AFP Chorale. I feel like seeing this scene really brings tears to my eyes because men and women in uniform singing. This one's cute too. Koro Bangkal Magbikin. I don't know what that means, but I am really loving seeing the more native Filipinos, especially in their native wear, and the background. That was very beautiful.
Tinanood ko yung laro niya. Tapos siya nauna. Sabi ko,
you know, not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of skateboarding, but seeing a Filipina woman represent, especially someone who is queer, someone who is queer and someone who is in the LGBT community, I can't help but feel much more supportive of this person, especially when all she wanted was to earn her love and respect from her parents, and she did through this art form, through this sport. Uh-oh, the celebrities are coming! I heard that there were over 400 people, although not everyone was there either. Okay, mga bata, nandito. Si Kalad Karen. Halik. Dami. Oh. Si Isa, pati si Bella. Si Angeline. Si Jay, nakakatuwa yung ano niya. Oh, Jolina, Jonah, mga lalaki. Ang dami. Love, love, love. Oh. Ang dami, I'm losing track. Okay, they went back to the story of the three brothers. Okay. Oh. Especially to think that they haven't been together in a very long time. Oh, it's the nurse. Victoria.
They ask million times, kumusta ka, kaya pa, feel really a part of
I wonder what her ethnicity is. She seems to have an accent.
Blood family is pag-ibig.
sama-sama na babangon, doon mo talaga mararamdaman yung we are one family.
Ang pamilya po ay the greatest love of my life.
I agree. Si Carlo Quino, si Annalisa, pati si yung si Carlo ng Annalisa Days. Si Maricel Soriano. Yung halik, silang tatlo, si Regine, si The Legal Wife, si Angel, pati si Jericho. Ang dami. Si Kyla. You know what, actually, I want to talk about Kyla. We see Kyla several times in the video, and in each scene that she was shown, she was so radiant considering how unfortunately she had suffered another miscarriage according to her Instagram post. But seeing her light and her radiance in the video just really gives me hope and happiness. Tony! Pati si Noli Di Castro. There you go. Yung mga dalawang queens. I'm sorry guys, I'm off. I could have sworn that when I actually first watched this, I had so much more opinions, but there's just so many things happening at the same time. So I guess I'll say it all when the video is done. Si Kyla na naman. Si Beauty, pati si Agot. Si Maxine Medina. Si Vivery. Oh my gosh, si Pilar Pilapi. She was also one of my another favorites in the video because when I was seeing her sing, I could see all I saw was happiness and light in her eyes. I really appreciated it. Umagang kay ganda. Magandang buhay. Chelsea, did you call them? I'm doing my first reaction video and I'm struggling. Oh my gosh. I may re-record this. Really quick. Chelsea, go text them. Okay, so this part is usually when they start doing a montage, it means that it's usually the end of the video, which is something that I've noticed in many of the Kapamilya station IDs. I mean, which is also a nice way to do a recap, so. We love and we family. Si Vice pati si Coco. Dami nila. Si Ma'am Charo, pati si nakalimutan ko yung pangalan. Yung lola ni Cardo. Si Maymay. Si Kim, si Maricel, pati si Don Zul Weta. Family. Si Richard, si Piolo, si Coco. It's the last shot. It's the aerial drone shot showing all the people involved in the last section. Ay, si Pia. Nakalimutan ko kanina si Pia. Family is love. Hashtag family is love. Okay. Cool. I don't know where to start, but I realized that although they included everyone in a huge ensemble section, I also noticed that the production level was a bit lower than the usual. Maybe because of all the talent fee that they spent on bringing everyone together. I noticed that there weren't that much stories as much as in the past. I mean, although yes, the stories were very heartwarming and touching, but in the past station IDs, there were so much more. The stories were a lot more mas madaming hugot. Yeah, but I feel like that's where that's coming from because I'm assuming that they needed to have such a bigger budget to bring everyone together, that the production itself was on a tighter budget. Also, the song, the lyric video usually comes out a couple weeks in advance before the music video, but for some reason the song came out on a Thursday and then the music video came out on a Sunday, which, I mean, I'm happy that it came out a lot faster. But yeah, that was one of the biggest things that I saw in this year's Christmas Station ID was, although they managed to gather almost everyone, you know, that the production level seemed a bit more lower. But I was really happy that in the group shot that they shot with a nicer, I'm assuming a 4K camera, because that has been one of my, not my complaints, but that has been one of the things that I wished when in the past videos, was that they used a nicer quality camera when recording the voiceover sections with the celebrities. So supposedly there was a lot of celebrities involved, and I was even watching the behind the scenes from YouTube from many of the celebrities, Instagram stories, but there were several people that I didn't see that I was hoping to see, and I'm just gonna list them out, not in order. Julian Santos wasn't there, Kat Green and Danielle Padilla wasn't in the group section, although they were in the music video, in the recording section. Julia Montes, if I hadn't said. Dimples Romana, I could be wrong. I saw her in the behind the scenes in Miss Cherry Pie's A Slice of Pie vlog where she talked to her, so she was in the recording, but for some reason, even though I've watched it many times, I didn't see her in the final video, which I'm hoping is not true, because that would suck. Well, I mean, technically it would suck for you to not be there, but I'm sure that she still got her talent fee and got paid to be there. But you know what, actually I'm curious too, what time frame they were doing the recording. Oh, like on YouTube, I commented on the video itself on YouTube, and I remember writing, I feel like everyone looked sleepy. I feel like either everyone looked sleepy, tired, confused, or lost on what was happening. So I'm not entirely sure how much preparation or how much notice they were given to learn the lyrics. Although I did see that there was a big screen with the lyrics that they were looking at, which was hence they were looking up. So there was that, and actually going off on the topic that I just said now, I wish that instead of looking up at the screen, I wish that they were just looking at the camera, making eye contact, because I feel like there's so much more connection with that, and I feel like I can resonate more with that versus them just looking up. Yeah, I feel like that was the biggest thing too, that I was like, damn, you know. But then again, I understand that a lot of them are probably busy, and many of them are probably coming straight from tapings, or probably even have tapings to go back to. So maybe hence why a lot of them look very tired and haggard. Sorry. You know, like what I said earlier, the highlights from the huge ensemble section for me, at least the ones that I really remember and felt very touched seeing every time I watch it, is Kyla and Miss Pilar Pilapi. And I'm gonna drop the time frames on which parts they appeared, because with, like what I said with Kyla, I recently read on her Instagram post that she had recently suffered through a miscarriage. So I'm not entirely sure if this was before or after, but even then, you know, just seeing the light and the magic in her just really gives me hope that, you know, we can overcome anything, you know, especially death. Pilar Pilapi, she caught my attention for some reason when the McLeese, I'm not sure if they're McLeese anymore, but when Elise, there you go, when Elise looked at McCoy and I saw Pilar Pilapi above her, was just like singing her heart out, and I could really feel her joy and spirit. And actually, it was awesome because in the next frame, they focused on her and, you know, still saying the same thing. I don't know, I mean, I feel like I just feel that way because I feel like it really touched me when I saw people, when I saw the celebrities just having fun with the song, you know, despite of, I guess, being confused, being lost, probably really tired. And yeah, I'm actually speaking from a production standpoint because that's something that I have some experience in. So I've also been very curious to what happened behind the scenes, how much time they had, what was happening before, because a lot of that does come and play in factor when it comes to the recording. I think initially when I first heard the song, I didn't like it, but I think I always have that reaction anyways every time a new station ID comes out. And it kind of takes me a while to get used to it, but when I get used to it, which is kind of right away, I play it over and over again. Ano, like malakas maka LSS, hashtag last song syndrome. I really like the colors, and lastly, I just want to say that I'm just glad that it almost feels like they did an extension from last year's Just Love na yung Pasko. Just Love na yung Pasko to this year's. It's called Family is Love, but the chorus is Just Love, Family is Love. So yeah, I think it's cute. Yeah, I mean, I think it's very cute. It has a very international appeal to it, which is something that I've always gotten from their songs in comparison to the Kabila station, which I think has some more traditional Filipino sounding sound to it, which I also like, you know. So yeah, not to contribute to the network war that's happening, I just wanted to put that point out there. I've been in the United States for over 18 years, and actually the Filipino channels, or now also the GMA, has really been one of the main ways for me to stay in touch with my culture. So sometimes I feel bad when I see news or when I see stories and I don't know anything about it, you know. It feels like there's such a big disconnect, you know. But even though I may not know what is happening, I do know that the feeling is universal, because anyone can watch the videos, and I'm assuming even someone who's not even Filipino watching the video can almost share the same sentiments that I do, you know, and that even though they may not know the context of what's happening, the feeling is very mutual. I think that's it. I'm not entirely sure what else to talk about, and this reaction video was kind of hard to do, especially when there was so much happening at the same time. But actually, before I end this video, I just want to leave you all with a question. So if you see Dimples Romana, yeah, please comment down below on the time frame that she's in, because I feel like I watched it enough to kind of know who was there, and I feel like I didn't see her. So that'll be it for tonight's video, and thank you very much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and yeah, that'll be it. Happy holidays. Thank you. Bye.